A very good morning, Hiba. Good morning, Hiba. Am I audible? Good morning. Yes, good morning, Hiba.
Morning. I can hear. I can't hear you.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hello?
I hope that you can hear me well.
Okay. I don't know.
There is no issue.
I can't hear you. 1 minute. 1 minute. Let me check.
Okay, okay.
Hello?
I can hear you well. I don't know whether am I audible or not. No.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect. I can hear you well.
Oh, I can't.
Please, you can do one thing.
Mm.
Unplug your earphone.
Speaker. 1 minute. Hello? Minute. Yes. Hello?
Are you able to hear now?
I can hear my voice also. Now.
Oh, you can hear my voice, right? Anyway,
Now I can hear you.
perfect.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's good. It's
Okay.
good. I can
Okay,
hear
good,
you.
good. Let me.
Maybe it's the
I'll
issue
try.
with your earphone.
Maybe I'll try to fix it again
Okay, perfect,
because
perfect.
I did and it didn't work also.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, now? Okay, so
Yeah, I can hear you well, no problem.
it's not from the mic. I know, I'll remove it. I can't.
You cannot
It's
hear
not.
me, right?
Yeah, I can't hear you from the microphone.
Okay, okay, no problem. Yes.
No problem. It's okay.
Just a second. Let me take my
Mm,
slides in between.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna share. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. All
I'm
good from you.
doing well. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm.
So I believe we are having our session will lengthen till 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
So between we are having our presentation from your side. Then in addition to that, we are having number of interactions. The session start from a small concept.
Oh,
I don't
yes.
know whether you have seen this person before. I don't know, but I
Mm,
want to share it. I want to share it.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Had I shared you before this picture? No.
No. No.
No.
I believe I saw it somewhere, either in here with
I don't believe
our
that.
lecture or
No.
yeah, no.
Okay. Geo Gerard. Actually, I want to bring your attention to
Mm,
one of our topic under the strategy planning that I will
mm,
share it. Before that, I want to
mm.
give a small explanation about this exuberant personality, Geo Gerard.
You asked me to read the book.
Yes, yes, yes. Which book?
No, not this one, not this one. Sorry, no.
Not this one, not this
No,
one.
not this one. Yeah.
That I have asked you to read is something else, I
Yeah,
believe.
you
Yeah.
can.
So,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna give you a small
Mm,
idea about this person. Who is the
mm,
Geo Gerard and what is the
mm,
connection with the Geo Gerard with our topic? Okay. Geo Gerard, you can simply read.
mm,
He's an American salesman and motivational speaker and author.
Mm,
He has sold 13,001 cars at a
mm,
Chevrolet dealership and was recognized by the Guinness Book of World Record as a seller of the most cars in a year.
mm,
Imagine, imagine he is getting a commission of, obviously the salesman is getting some commissions plus the salary, right?
mm.
Do you agree with that? Do you know that?
Yes, of course.
So if he's selling 13,001 car, and if he's getting at least 100 dirham per a car, obviously it may be
Mm,
more than 1,000 for selling a car. So
yes.
car is in a yearly commissions only. So what I wanted to tell you, the Geo Girard is a person who saw the 13,001 car. It's really unimaginable for a salesman to sell it out. Here in UAE, I believe I have some connections, those who are working in the, the car automobile industry in the sales field itself.
Mm.
So what they told me, it's all about selling maximum 5 cars, you know, is something very, very
Big.
luck
Mm,
for them. If we are getting the 5 cars, it's more than enough. I know some of the people who are working in
mm,
leading banks in UAE, they're the
mm,
sales people. The work is the credit card sales. So I
mm.
know their maximum sales should be, I mean, minimum sales should be seven customer. Seven
Wow.
credit should be sold to the customer. That is a minimum. They're having a minimum salary as well. That is 3,000 or 2,000 or something. 7 cards only. Imagine
In a
in
year?
not in a year, in a month,
In a
monthly basis.
month. Okay. Mm,
So talking about car industry, they have to sell only 5 to 10 cars, the minimum, in order to get the salary properly and in order to be retained in the company forever. So here the
mm,
person has sold 13,000. There are a number of reasons behind it. He
mm,
considered he considered himself his customer. He considered his customer as a very valuable asset, very
mm,
valuable asset in our organization. He has some quote he has given. This quote is really
mm.
interesting. I believe you're also having one quote to discuss with her today.
Yes.
Yeah, Geo Gerard is one of the important quote. The elevator to success is out of order. You will
Mm,
have to use the stairs one step at a time, which means imagine you are going every day, very
mm,
smooth road to your destination, but you are not able to get this particular elevator someday to go to your destination. You're going
mm.
to your office every day, there is an elevator, but you're not able to use the elevator someday.
So,
What will happen? You have to use a staircase. So
mm,
if you're using the stair, never rush. You are just
mm.
use 3 steps one time, and then you will
Yes.
be falling down. Imagine it should
Right.
not happen. So here they're talking about you have to use the stairs very carefully if the elevator is not working.
Not in order.
That's only the simple meaning behind it. So
Very nice. Mm,
I wanted to connect one more important point related to this. That is VRIO framework. VRIO framework. You might have done the similar exercise in your organization if you're being a crucial part of HR or training or development. This VRIO framework is all about. V stand for valuable, R stand for rare. I think Hiba is following me, right?
yes, sure.
Valuable, R stand for rare, I stand for inimitable,
Mm,
and finally O stand for organized.
mm,
VRIO framework. In your assignment, you can expect these questions to relate with your company or relate with your experiences. VRIO framework. So I will be giving the explanation. Before that, it's your turn to give
mm.
you your quote of the day. And you're off in
Yes.
this presentation, yeah, I believe.
No, doing a
The presentation
presentation.
is
No,
all about.
you said you don't need to do a presentation this time. Just
Oh,
uh, read about this subject, the Boston
yeah, that's
matrix.
only the activity. Yes, yes.
Yeah, understand what is the niche market is all about and the code.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's all about. That's all about. So
Mm.
can you
And
please?
I would like to share my the link and the each time if it's possible. Like after we end the session, please share the recorded link with us.
Perfect, perfect. I will be sharing you as well as
And
we can have. There is a suggestion comes from
mm,
management.
mm,
After all the 2 weeks,
mm,
this link will be expired. The solution
mm,
is you
mm,
have to download and keep in your laptop first one, or
yes,
if you want this only restricted only for your view, you can only get this recording. We will
mm,
be uploading in our YouTube. No any other person can see this outside as people. Restricted to me and the two people in our academic administration and
yeah,
you only. If you
yeah.
okay, then we will be asking to upload in the YouTube. Then it
Yeah,
will be there forever.
the thing is, I'm trying to organize my work, you know, like every session we have, I put the date and the link we did, whatever I have notes and in the same folder. Like
Perfect.
it's like each week I have my uh, study, my things. Yeah, I have to
Very, very
follow up.
good.
Yeah.
Very good. So already I have shared the some of the some of the links, yeah, recording session. The
You
first
shared
one.
the first one,
Okay, the
the
second
second
one
one
and third
still.
one I will
Yeah.
share with you then.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So talking about your caught of the day, you can share your experience,
Yeah.
your caught of the day.
The quote of the day today, 1 minute, just give me a second. Um, yes, trying to full screen.
Let me stop the sharing.
It's okay. Okay. Of this, 1 minute. Trying to minimize it. Yeah. Mhm. Actually, there is one in my mind right now, which is if you are if you are the smartest one in the room, then you are in the wrong room. That's one in
I
my mind.
I didn't get. I do the very best. Once
Um,
please.
I do the very I do the very best I know. Um, I know that's not the one I wanted. The every best I can. It's not that one, actually.
Okay, once again,
Yeah.
let me repeat it. I do the very best I know how, the
No,
very
it's not.
best I can, and I meant to keep on doing so until the end. Because actually, the Abraham Lincoln was talking like, the thing that I have knowledge, that I'm expertised, I'll be keen into that. I'll be doing very well. So, because
Yes.
reason is, I know how to do that and how to accomplish it.
Mm,
And the end, he will not feel any kind of fatigue.
mm,
He will not feel,
mm,
unrest.
mm,
And one more thing, there is a
mm.
quote related to this. Choose a job that you love most. You will never have to work for a single day. Hiba, you got the
Right.
meaning?
Yes,
Choose
of
a job
course.
that you love most. You will never have to work for a single day.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yes. Now your turn. You can explain.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, for this one, I wasn't um, trying to do this one, but it's okay. I do the very best I know. Whatever I do, I know I have to do it in a proper and very complete way, and the very best I can. Um, and I mean to keep on doing so until the end. So it means I have to do the job I want to. If I have the job, I have to do it in a proper way until the end, in a perfect way and in the right way. So make it perfectly complete and right,
Very good.
and make it like done perfectly.
Very good.
Mm.
And one more, I believe.
Mm.
So you are supposed to explain the topic, right? Michael Potter, is there any topic for you today?
No, no, I did not
And
do.
you're having the BCG matrix, yeah?
The last one?
Yes, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah, the Boston Matrix.
Okay,
I 1 minute. I will stop sharing this. Okay.
fine, fine.
For Boston Consulting Matrix, I did. You mean, do you want me to do
Yes,
PowerPoint also?
yes,
Presentation?
you can
I'll
explain.
do. I'll explain it. Yeah, it's about
Meanwhile,
it's a matrix.
yes, meanwhile,
Uh,
just a second, before heads up, I may forget. That's why I want to share the link of the
mm,
recordings right now. I'm just sharing, okay? I just
mm,
shared you, so you
mm.
can check it out later. No problem. Someday I may forget. That's why I shared you right
Okay.
now. Now you can
Okay.
start.
Thank you. Thank you. So it's a matrix founded by a Boston company in 1979. It helps to business and companies to do strategies and have strategies for the other market and their market, and how it is uh, growing, and what is the market share for their products and other products. This matrix, it's like it's divided by four sections: the question mark, and a star, and the poor dog, and the cow,
Right.
rich
Very
cow, which is the it shows the vertical it shows the how the market growth, and on the other side how it shows the market growth, market share. So
very
for the question mark, it's always the high growth market growth and low market share for the question mark. Sorry,
very
high market share, low market growth. And for the star, it's always high market share, high market growth, and which is show how it is success always. For the and it's expanding, and the market share is working well. For the poor dog, it has low market share, low market growth, and for the cow, it shows high market share and low market growth.
very good. So
And
let me ask you
and
one thing.
it's not very accurate by showing the profitability. So not always they use it for reading strategies for other markets.
Very good. Very good. So I'm just sharing you something related to that. Already you are talking about this model.
Mm.
Yeah. So let me ask you one thing. In which quadrant in the sense, whether it is a star, question mark, or a cash cow, or the dog, in where, in which situation the company will thinking of investing on the investing on the venture, in which situation, whether it's a star or question mark or cow or cash, this dog,
Needs to invest.
on which time the company will think of reinvesting amount into the company or expanding the company, when?
Mm. Um, and either the question mark or the cow.
Either the question mark or the cow. The
The
answer
question,
is
1 minute, 1 minute. The question mark is the growth, market growth. So if
absolutely
I want to, and the question mark, I have high, low market share
yes.
and high market growth. So
Mhm.
I already have high market, high market growth. So to expand, I need to have high market share, right?
Okay. Ahiba, just a second, just 1 minute. Sorry. Actually, oh my God. Yes, Eva, can you unmute it? Sorry for that. Ask to unmute. Can you start the video
I have to
then?
start my video. I started?
Yeah, yes. You can
Okay.
start. You can start it.
Mm.
Actually, I was turning to mute my video and audio, and it
Yes.
happened to you. I made it on
Okay.
you. Okay.
Okay, it's okay.
So the question you answered very well
Mm.
because under the question mark, you can see the relative market share.
Mm.
Relative market share is low,
Low.
and the industry's growth is very high.
Mm.
So the company has to think of investing into yes, obviously, in the different segment of the company's portfolio. And at the same time, the company is having the star. Star means companies in high growth and high market share. So reinvesting into the company will obviously helps to reduce the competition because other competitors are there in the market. They are investing, they're expanding. At the same time, we also have to do. Other competitors are capturing the market. They are being dominants in the market. So at the same time, we also have to do the same. We have to
Mm.
reinvest. We have to expand the business.
Even with
And
the star, we have to reinvest.
yes, in the star as well and the question mark as well, we have to
Mm.
think of investing. But your answer for the cash cow,
Mm.
why? I will tell you why you answered the to in thinking about the reinvestment is cash cow, low growth,
Mm.
high market share.
Mm.
By companies having the high market share,
Mm.
companies having the market share, but industry is not performing.
Mm.
Are you getting? No. Industry, for example, real estate industry is performing very well. Hiba is having one real estate firm. That your firm is performing very well and you are getting the profit from this. At the same time, real estate firm, I mean industries, all
Mm.
together not performing well. At the same time, what you have to do, never invest in your company
Mm.
because the thing is, your company is already performing well.
Already performing well.
Industry is not performing well. So
Mm.
you always have to have a watching on your business.
Mm.
The time of, obviously, the time of dog, never invest because the less profitable situations.
Mm.
Know that there are a number of courses comes in our personal portfolio. For example, being an academic professor, we are being a professor, we come across the many people, many professors are doing different courses, certifications, and applauding the LinkedIn's and all. So sometimes we may also think about doing number of certifications in order to strengthen and heighten our portfolio and yeah, profile as well. So we will be doing a prioritizing. Like if I'm doing this, whether it is having the value in the market or which will be heighten our, there are, for example, the courses PMP. PMP is a project management a program related one certification is there. At
Mm.
this moment, really, I wanted to do the PMP in order to strengthen my profile. But at this moment, I don't want to do because the industry right now is not demanding from my
Mm.
side. They ask you not the certification, whether you're having the knowledge on that is required. So I kept it there for not doing. I don't want to invest at this moment because when I categorize under the BCG matrix, I may consider this is all about, what is a, cash cow sometime. Like industry does not demand it. I'm performing well. I believe myself. I can give this knowledge about the
mm,
project management.
mm,
But at the moment, I don't want the certification. I don't want to invest on that. That's simple.
mm.
I thank you so much, Kiba, for sharing your valuable insights on this. So
Thank you.
you remember the framework that I have discussed in the beginning?
The frame what? Work?
Framework I have discussed in the beginning of the session. I've talked about
For the
Geocurant.
for
Then I
the code, right?
not a card. After discussing the GeoGuard, then I talked about one framework. You
Yes,
remember what is that?
yes. The Guinness. You talked about. No, I don't remember that.
Are you able to see the screen right now? What you can see in the
I
screen?
can't see it, but I have to wear my glasses. Maybe it's okay. I can read it. The Vario framework. No, I did not read it. Is a strategic analysis tool
Okay, now you
used
can
to
see the screen.
evaluate.
Yeah, VRIO framework. Now you can see this, right?
Mm-mm.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Yes, yes, yes,
Are you able to see this?
yes,
VRIO framework?
yes.
Perfect.
The
So
RI.
I'm going to give you, we have discussed the same before, yeah?
Yes.
The beginning of the today's session. I'm
Mm-mm-mm.
going to give you the importance of the VRIO framework in
I
the today.
understand it differently. So now it's clear for me now.
Perfect, perfect. So the VRIO framework is all about, you have to explain something related to your personal experience as well. So valuable. Does the resource or capability provide
Mm,
the value to the firm? This actually VRIO framework is all about analytical tool, which
mm,
is used to evaluate the competitive advantage of companies' resources and capabilities. Okay, so always the company used to this VRIO framework, then they will be come to a solutions for the various problems the organization. So company will be trying to look into the company's resources and
mm,
the capabilities, its competitive advantage.
mm,
Companies will be having always, they're having a lot of resources in
mm,
men, money, material, mission, many resources they're having. So they
mm,
need to look into which is the major strength of the company. They
mm,
need to prioritize, they need to rank it. The ranking is very important, so they have to do valuable. Does the resource or capability provide value to the firm?
mm. Yeah.
They're categorizing whether this resource providing the value to the firm or not. Resource can be anything. Okay, it can be money, it can be an investor, it can be
Employee.
employee. Absolutely, employee.
Mm,
Mostly the VRIO framework comes under the
mm,
employee or
mm.
process as well. Even the customer,
Assets.
whether the customer is very valuable to us or not. So coming to the talk, I mean, about the rare, is the resource or capability is rare among the competitor? When we
Mm,
compare with our competitor, so we'll be looking into what rareness we are having, what uniqueness we are having. Yeah.
that.
Can you tell me IMAR properties in one stage and any other properties? For example, Danu properties. Danu. You heard
Mm.
about Danu?
Yes.
So what is the difference between the two? When Imar thinking about the rare, what can be the rare of Imar and what can be the rare of Danu properties?
Yes. Like as we discussed, I'mar, at the beginning, it has Burj Khalifa and Dubai Mall. Danube, they don't have this capability to do such an,
Absolutely. That itself is a
yeah.
right answer. They don't have the capability at present to compete with Imar property. At the same time, the rareness
Mm,
of the new property is 1% installment.
mm.
I believe you heard about it.
Yes.
If you bought a property from Tano, you are owed to give only 1% of installment every month. If it is 100,000 dirham, imagine you need to give within 5 years or 7 years, like only 1%, only the total amounts installment we have to give. That is the rareness of obviously the Tano. The same
mm.
time, Imar is having other uniqueness. So when we talk
So
about,
each one have the rareness.
sorry,
Each one have rare.
each one is having the,
Uh,
yeah, right. So what is
altogether.
inimitable? Inimitable is the resource or capability difficult for the competitors to imitate, which
Mm,
means we are
mm,
having something, we are having some uniqueness.
mm,
So whether will it be able to imitate by someone else?
mm,
Uh, as a professor, I used to look into other professors, what uniqueness I'm having, what
mm,
convincing power I'm having. I will be writing all the time in my notepad, which skill I'm having, which skill I need to mold it when I compare to other competitors, when
mm,
I compare to any other professors. So I will be always observing the teaching pedagogy of other professors. Then I'll be choosing into my career.
mm,
And there are something a inimitable part in my teaching that is really inevitable for other professors.
mm,
And similarly, if I ask you one question to Hiba, Hiba, can you please tell me what is your company inimitable things when you compared with other organization? The company that you are working right now and compare with other organization. What is
mm,
the inimitable characteristics of your company, which is other competitors cannot imitate,
mm,
others organization cannot imitate?
mm. Yeah, many things could be.
One or two points you can share here.
Yeah, let's say the teamwork. They have very strong teamwork, and
Very good.
their mission and vision. It's very it's unique. Now, and I don't think other companies they have it.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, it's they have strong base, and they all believe in it. We
Okay.
can
So
we can say that, right?
obviously we can say the teamwork.
Yes.
Teamwork
Like
sometimes
let's say even their employee they have high performance in KHDA and showing different than other schools rate.
very good.
Mm,
So what you said is the teamwork, the first one. Mostly some of the organization, we can't see the teamwork. If you
mm,
feel your company is having the best teamwork, that can be the first one of the important thing, the first and foremost thing, that is
mm,
inimitable one, no doubt.
mm,
So if I ask you one more question, what
mm,
is your rareness or valuable if you consider yourself under the framework of VRIO? What
mm.
is your major competitiveness? What is your, how you can stand among other competitors, one of the major competitor?
Mm.
How, what is your inimitable things?
Okay, it's like others cannot compete with me. It's
Yes.
difficult to compete
Perfect.
me.
Perfect. In what aspect?
Yeah, let's in what aspects? Like if it's let's say problem solving, let's say we can't say that. Others they don't care to solve a problem. Let's say
Yes. Yes.
for
Yes.
me, no, I work hard to solve a problem. Let's say.
Very good. Very good. I got into my experience with you. I can give you one of very important competitiveness of Hiba. There's
Mm,
nothing else. That is your smart work, rather than the hard work, you're having a smart work as well. Like keeping the recordings you asked me about, you're following the session. You are following the books that I have asked you number of times. And
mm,
still your Atomic Habits, you read it. And James Clear has given this book, and you're following the session. You're keeping,
mm,
you already mentioned the beginning of the session, kindly share the recordings in
mm,
which you'll be able to, you know, uh, consolidate
mm,
everything together, as well as it will be very helpful for you for the future reference as well. So what is the conclusion I can give you?
mm,
Being your inimitable things, everybody cannot be, they cannot be they cannot do this kind of hard work and smart work in this present world. The people
Mm.
are rushed towards the destination. People are rushed towards the, goals and success. At the time they forget about the smart work and hard work.
Mm.
I mentioned the beginning of Geo Girard, one of the very good one of the chord.
Mm.
There is no elevator to the success. Something, yeah. If, for example, the elevator to the success is in out of order, you have to steer. You have to
Yeah,
steer, but
and go
very
step by step.
carefully, very carefully, only one at a time. So you're taking the records, you're keeping the materials, you're
Mm.
presenting. That is part what I have seen from you. Okay, and coming to the final one, organized. Is the
Mm.
firm organized to exploit the resource or a capability?
Mm.
There's a very important thing. I will tell you why. We are having valuableness. Sometime it may be the resources. It may be location where we have started our company. It may be the not only location, the government support. It can be the valuable asset. The
Right.
companies who are working in the different part of the world, they may not get the valuable, favorable atmosphere from the part of the government sometime. There are a
Right.
lot of companies have been forced to shut down the company because of unfavorable unfavorable
Yes.
situations and behavior of the government. So
Mm.
here, the companies who are working in the UAE, they're getting the very, very favorable situation, favorable mindset from the part of the government. So this is valuable, rare, inimitable. But
Mm.
how well we are able to exploit the resource or capability, that also matters. Are we using that or not? Are we updating that or not? I'm a
Mm.
person always thinking about whether my malleable, rare, inimitable characteristics are being best used or not. I used to think I'm not sure how long I'm working on it. Every time the morning comes, we'll be come up with a lot of plans. When the day ends up, how long and how much I have accomplished, that's a question mark always. But
Mm.
at least we're thinking about that matters.
Mm.
In religion, some of the time we used to say, at least if we are sinful, at least we have to think of, at least we must be having a regret on that. Then
Mm.
God will be thinking about, to solve these problems or to reduce the sin from ours, from the total sins. At least the
Right.
grief should be there. Similarly, at least we have to have a comparison. We have to make
Mm.
a comparison of what exactly we accomplished and what is our plan, what is the gap in between. That's all
Mm.
about the VRIO framework. One of the important framework it is. See, in our organization, there are a number of materials, resources. It can be tangible and intangible. You heard
Mm.
this before, tangible and
Tangible. Yeah. Intangible.
tangible means which we can touch,
Mm.
which can be, even we can feel it. But
Mm.
intangible, we cannot touch, but we can feel it. Some of the
Mm.
examples, intangible examples are trademark,
Mm.
brand reputation,
Mm.
patent, license. These are intangible, right? Like
Yes.
we can only say we are having the license. We can only say we can have the patent. We have the reputation. We have the goodwill, but we cannot touch that.
Mm.
At the same time, the tangible means equipment, machinery, land, and buildings.
Mm.
These are tangible, we can touch it. So we need to understand, we need to make all the tangible and intangible things in the organization properly optimized and used and exploited for organizational success. See, this VRIO framework is also used as a resource-based view. Why?
Mm.
This VRIO framework is also known as resource-based review, RBV. Why
Okay.
also call as resource-based review?
Resource-based view. It shows you the intangible and tangible resources you have in your company or others. Uh, it's like a framework. It is a framework that shows you how it is. It's as a based view.
Perfect.
Mm.
So the resource-based view always why this title comes as RBV, because which is analyzing the resource present status. how we
mm,
can convert the resource available to us right now into sustainable competitive advantage, nothing else. The
mm,
word please highlight, I wanted to emphasize the word once again, sustainable competitive advantage, resource based view. This is a perspective that examine the link between company's internal characteristics and its performance.
mm.
Okay, so I have one more things to discuss with that. How long we are doing internal characteristics analysis in terms of our performance? Are you the
Can you repeat the one you said at the beginning?
yes?
The
Are
last.
you are you the person who is doing this internal characteristics analysis
Mm,
with its performance?
mm,
Are you a person of doing a comparison or analysis or examining the between your internal characteristics, your ability, your competency, your potential, your knowledge, your expertise,
mm.
how well it's matched with your performance, how well you are justified with your internal characteristics. I heard one
It's
hadith.
like you mean
Not
it's
the
you
meaning
mean
of hadith.
hmm?
Hadith.
Hadith?
You heard about the word Arabic letter hadith,
Yes,
the prophet's word, yeah, prophet's word.
Hadith
We
Nabawi Sharif.
hadith. So hadith is like one of the hadiths I remember. That's all about Almighty Allah, Almighty God will be asking for certain the five important things after death. So few things I remember, like the first thing is time that you got it in this present world,
Mm,
and your health,
mm.
the health you have received it from the part of Almighty. Then your resources, your wealth also. So everything will be asked hereafter. So just a thing. Likewise, whether how they will be going to ask how well we used our health, wealth, our time, our
It's like
energy.
we assess ourselves, and for each in each category we
Absolutely, absolutely. How well you are able to assess. You used to assess yourself.
yes, I use.
Okay, the what is the outcome? What is the result? Is it positive or negative?
I know it's always alhamdulillah positive, but sometimes I need to, like, I have to do some things that I need to accomplish them, and so I keep them into, like, if I have my notes, I write everything. Let's say I have done, I have achieved, I'm doing this one, I'm good at this one. I need, let's say, if I want to prepare for the this year, or to do things that I haven't done them. So I put a list, and I have to achieve this and this and this. So I put them in my list. I keep them in my mind. And also I put things that I have done them, and I am proud of them, and I'm thankful for having them in my book.
Always you will be come up with a blueprint of your entire work, then you will be accomplishing that. Most of the things that you're accomplishing. You are very successful then, when you compare to me, because we will be having a lot of plans. The plans are a lot, but our
Yeah.
commitments are less. When we are planning a lot, nothing will be happening. It happens in my
Mm,
case all the times. Yeah. And just coming to the one of the important point, we are a framework. After this, is the resource or capability, is the company well? These are the things comes under competitive disadvantage. We'll be looking into the competitive disadvantage. What is by competitive disadvantage? While we are competing with other firms, we'll be
mm,
looking into what is our disadvantage,
mm,
what is our weakness part.
mm,
Then competitive parity, which means how we are parallel with other companies. See,
mm,
me and you are the competitors in the market. I'll be looking into which aspect we are equal.
mm,
We need to identify that as well. I need to work well. I need to perform well. And
mm,
temporary competitive advantage, inimitable sometimes, I will tell you. There are certain things in the organizations. They will be successful only for short time.
sure.
But if they wanted to be successful for the long term, they have to sacrifice something. In the human lives as well, we are always looking for the short term happiness rather than the long term happiness.
Mm,
When we are looking for the short term happiness, the things are contradictory to our life. Like
mm,
we are coming, we are looking for the many shortcuts to the success. But someone is looking for the long term. Obviously, the result will be come in a very fruitful manner. The example you heard about Messi.
yes,
Who is the Messi?
a player, a football player,
Football
the
player.
world best
Yeah,
world
he also has a
football
name,
player.
GOAT, GOAT. What do you mean by GOAT?
His name?
Yeah, is another name. The people start
Uh,
calling, the media started
God.
calling.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a kind of fish.
There is an expansion in the word.
I don't know. I don't. I'm not sure.
GOAT, GOAT, in the sense,
Ah, goat, really?
GOAT, yeah, GOAT.
Oh.
GOAT, another name. GOAT stand for greatest of all times.
Mm,
Greatest of all time. He's also known time. Because there is one press conference for
mm,
Messi, the time people started asking, this is the kind of an overnight success. People, the media people started telling, okay, you got the success, immediately you got it. Within 1 or 2 years, you got the success. Yeah. Success in the sense he considered to be one of the best player in the world. Yeah, we know that
mm,
he's the best player. But when the people, the press people, the media people asked the question like to Messi, see, you got these success within a very short span of time, within 2 or 3 years. He replied, that is really impressive. What he replied? No, the 17 years and 17 years and three, I mean, he said one,
when this question has been asked
yes, like,
lately or before?
no, no, very recently.
Okay.
I think soon after the football, the FIFA World
Mm,
Cup 2020,
mm,
the Argentina team has won this, FIFA World Cup. At the
mm,
time, the press media people asked, like, you feel itself, you have succeeded many things, very short span of time, within reason 2 or 3 years. What he replied, that is a very impressive. The reply was like this: no, you are absolutely wrong. The success I got it not within the very shortest span of time. The
mm,
effort, the time I spent for the 17 years and 157 days, he counted.
mm. Yeah,
17 years he was keep working on.
he's
It's not
working. Yeah.
he keep working and he got the success. And he
Mm,
also said, like, the word is almost related to that. Rome was not built in a day.
mm,
There is a proverb. It's called as Rome was not built in a day. The
mm.
meaning is Rome is a country. Country
Right.
has not been built not in a day. It has taken a long years to
Mm.
be like this. Okay.
True. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, he said like this. So this is all about we need to realize the facts. We are having the valuableness, rare, inimitable, and organized. Organized in the sense how well we are using all our valuable, rare, and inimitable things in our organization. This is all about. I don't want to discuss more. Net present value. What is the net present value?
Valuable net present value.
You can see one
Uh,
highlighted words here, net present
yeah.
value.
Yeah.
In the financial management, we use this
Uh,
word, net present value. I will give you the idea about it.
mm,
The evaluating the profitability of an investment
mm,
or project
mm,
calculates the present value of future cash flows generated by investment
mm,
adjusted for the time value of money. I
mm,
understand you can get anything.
mm.
Am I
Yeah,
right?
net present value. Yeah, I understand this one. It's like, let's say for me, what is my net present value? Let's say
Uh-huh.
my salary. That's
Okay.
that. This is that what it means? Like if I
In
have a
general,
house, even the asset
in
or
general,
only the cash.
in general meaning, I do agree with you. Net
Mm,
present value is all about the total net present value, the present value of your total wealth. It can be your
mm,
income, your resources, your properties, and your wealth.
everything.
But but that is net wealth, we also call it as.
Ah,
Net present value, every companies are doing in the financial management, in the financial reporting, net present
mm,
value.
mm,
I'll tell you the reason. If we are not doing NPV analysis, we'll fail in the market.
Okay.
Actually, it's based on the philosophy.
Mm,
The money we saved today, the
mm,
money we saved 1 dirham today
mm.
is not equal to the 1 dirham for tomorrow's. The
True.
money value of 1 dirham today is not equal to the money value of the 1 dirham is after 1 year. Do you agree with me?
Of course.
See, you
Of
can
course.
buy today out of 10 dirham. Sometime you may be able to buy.
Mm.
Uh, okay, imagine.
Yeah,
Imagine.
we can have the example about the Pepsi can.
Yes, 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 yes.
Like before COVID, it was 1 dirham,
Yeah,
and now let's say 3 dirhams.
3 dirham. So the same thing. We have to look into net present value.
Mm,
I'm telling the person who was telling 10 years before, I'm having 100,000 dirham. Okay.
mm,
The person was telling before 3 years, 100,000
mm,
dirham. Now I'm telling, I'm also having 100,000 dirham.
mm.
So the money value, when we compare with the 100,000 dirham today's value and 100,000 dirham 3 years before, is not
Yeah,
equal. Is
not
not.
equal. Not
So the
equal.
value the 3 years before was very high
Higher.
monetary, because he was invested in any scenario, in any
Mm,
investment, in any properties, the value will be doubled for some time.
right.
So net present value is we are looking into the profitability by looking into the present value also.
Mm,
That's very important. That's
mm,
very important.
mm,
Someone I know, the people who, some of my friends who are keeping the money with them and tell him, I'm having this money in my bank account, it's not going to increase. There are some
mm,
people, the similar amount they're investing in the real estate, many other lands and properties. They're selling, I was having that amount, but it has been doubled, it has been tripled.
mm,
So net present value comes under the money value is always changing every time. So whenever
mm.
we are analyzing the profitability of our concern, we have to understand the present value as well. That is very important.
Yes.
So rare, inimitable,
How
every
can we predict this
net
uh,
present value.
the present value? Yeah.
Yes. There is, if you are clicking in the Google, what is
Mm,
NPV? Always we are having certain percentage. We consider 8% of net present value, 9% net present value. We'll be calculating, then we are multiplying with the present value, then only we will be making an analysis. I'll be giving you best analysis the next day, next
yeah.
weekend. Please
Yes,
remember,
please. Please,
because
yes.
I'm also taught the subject financial management. This is one of the very important tool.
Mm,
NPV,
mm.
IRR, that is internal rate of return. The third one is one more is these are things comes under the capital budgeting techniques. Capital
Interior, what?
internal rate of return, IRR.
Internal. Internal. Mm,
IRR, and one more is there are three important tools are there. Among these two are important, NPV and IRR. I will explain the next week if you have a time.
yes,
Okay.
please.
So I must be having a table of contents and everything then only. Okay.
Mm,
So inimitable, we have discussed it. Example of valuable resource and capabilities, it can be the brand reputation. The companies like Apple, Nike have a strong brand reputation that contribute to the customer loyalty and enable them to command the premium prices for the products. So brand reputation is one of the example I've given, patent, technology, highly skilled workforce. And these are the other examples. Unique manufacturing process can be a rare resources sometime.
mm.
Yeah.
Of
Manufacturing
course.
process, specialized expertise the company may be having. That can be another, the rare resources companies having. Inimitable means culture and organizational values that you have already mentioned. And you
Mm,
asked me whether the team works is the answer for the question for the inimitable resources. I said,
mm,
obviously, right
mm,
answer. Team means what? Team. Together, everyone achieve more. That's
mm,
expansion. Team. T stand for together. E stand
mm,
for everyone. A
mm,
stand for achieve.
mm,
M stands for more. Together, everyone achieve more. That's the
mm.
explanation for team. Culture, values, that is an inimitable one.
Yeah.
Unique business model, strategic partnership and alliances. Why a UAE stand in a very unique position because of it's a culture, it's a tradition, it's a values they kept every time. And unique business model, if someone is having the unique business model, there will be a lot of, you know, angel investors, venture capitalist. You heard those word before? Venture capitalist?
No.
Venture capitalists are those people, those institutions who are ready to invest into the company, new company with the new ideas. For example, uh, Hiba is a very billionaire. Imagine you
Mm,
want to invest in different companies. You already done in different companies investment. I'm a
mm,
person, a startup person, startup. I have a lot of idea, but I want money to start my business and expand my business, but I don't have. I'm approaching Hiba. You are the billionaire. So I'm just discussing with my business model with you. Then you are inspired on it, you are impressed on it, you are investing
mm,
that. That the people like you is called as
mm,
angel investor,
mm,
ANGEL investor, or venture capitalist.
mm.
Okay.
Venture. Yeah, there is a program in the TV, I think.
Yes, 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 yes. There is a
Yeah.
program as well.
Mm, mm,
Okay, so I'm just coming under strategy partnership and alliances. This can be also the one of the very important. Can you please search right now?
uh,
So, strategic partnership and alliances in UAE. I'm giving you 3 minutes for you.
what do you want? 1 minute?
You have to look into the best strategic partnership and alliances in UAE, different companies. Take 3 minutes. I'm also checking it.
Can you write them on the section behind chat below?
Yeah, are you able to see the
Yes.
third point here? Third point, you're not able to see the
Oh, 1
screen?
minute. 1 minute. No, I minimize it. 1 minute just to do the research. Ah, okay. Strategies, partnership, and
Strategic
alliance.
partnership and
Okay.
alliance. I can write it
Okay.
now.
Yes. Yes.
Any of the present examples in UAE, present examples in UAE. Let me check. Meanwhile, there are some cases, Kareem's and all. I will be
Yeah.
giving. I be reminded. Take it maximum number of example. I will come to. I will give you some time. Give me 2 minutes time.
That we have.
Have you got it?
Yeah, I got like here, uh, Metro. It's a news. There will be 25 strategic partnership established in the UAE to support hundreds of the best companies and startups. One of them is in the Ministry of Economy. Abdullah Abdullah bin Toq Al Mari strategic partnership. This is one like uh, um, another. It's
Yes, you're talking
um,
about Al Futain Group, and it's
Al-Futain Economics. Yeah, yeah.
aligns with which company?
It's from for the Ministry of Economy.
Very good. And I wanted to add one more point with this. Al Futain Group with Toyota.
Yeah,
Al Futain Group with
Futain, yeah.
Carrefour. Carrefour.
Carrefour, yes.
Yes. So the best example for the strategic alliance and partnership, which led into the
Yeah,
success of two
yeah.
firms.
Uh,
And any other
There's
examples?
a lot. Like we have also Emirates Development Bank, uh,
Emirates
Emirates
ENBD?
AMBD, yes,
ENBD
also.
with?
Um, there is a lot, like in Sharjah also, Reward, uh, Mohammed bin Rashid, دقيقة, 1 minute, 1 minute. Khalifa Fund or for Enterprise Development, um, Sharjah Enterprise
Can you
Entrepreneurship
can you do
Center.
a small analysis about
Hmm?
ENBD? ENBD, ENBD?
Let me return back 1 minute.
Emirates NBD Bank has
Yes.
acquired Deniz Bank, a Turkish bank,
Yes, most of the banks they do that.
per bank,
Hmm.
because they want to expand the presence in the Turkey, so
Hmm.
that they have acquired the bank Deniz Bank. Am I right or
Hmm.
not? Can you search about it?
I don't know. I have seen them. Yes, you're right.
Deniz Bank.
Hmm. Yes,
Okay.
you're
Oh,
right. Hmm.
great. Very good. So, coming to the end of the discussion, the VRIO examples:
Hmm.
Apple's brand
Let me put
ecosystem,
them.
valuable and rare; Amazon fulfillment network, the valuable and rare.
Amazon, yes.
Yes, Google search algorithm, that's also very important, valuable, rare, inimitable, organized, because
Yeah.
Google proprietary such as algorithm is valuable,
Hmm.
resource that enables to maintain dominant position in the search engine market.
Hmm.
And one more thing, Amazon, why is the fulfillment network? They're having very difficult competitors to imitate, providing significant
Hmm.
competitive advantage.
Hmm.
It's very difficult to compete with them because Amazon is having various platforms. Amazon, Prime Videos, Amazon retail segment,
Hmm.
Amazon e-commerce, Amazon clothes, Amazon, software,
Yes.
AWS, software, teaching, training, many things Amazon is having. So
Yes.
very, very inimitable for them to looking into. Can you search and can
Hmm.
you let me know about what are the different portfolios of Amazon?
Uh,
Amazon different portfolio.
yes, I will do it. Like I think in every, you mean only in UAE or every in worldwide?
Very good. So when
Hmm?
I searched about Amazon, I just want to give you some ideas.
Hmm.
Retail and e-commerce that we know, Amazon.com, Amazon Fresh. Then
Hmm.
Amazon Web Services is all about cloud computing, AWS marketplace.
Mm.
Devices, Amazon Echo. There is a something smart speakers powered by
Amazon ads.
but I don't know the pronunciation of this e-readers,
Mm.
e-readers. One is a Kindle or Kindle. We used to call it as Kindle or Kindle. Like we can use it for e-reading purpose only. We are having a tablet that we can only use for e-reading. It will be something protection for our eyes as well. We are using our
Oh.
phone, right? Instead of the phone, we can use only for the e-reading purpose. There is a one tablet. And digital content, we know that Amazon Prime Video, Amazon Music, Audible is an audiobook and spoken word content platform. That's also
Mm.
very important. I think you have texted something.
Yeah, advertising also.
Very good, very good. And
Uh,
Amazon Publishing is there. Amazon Advertising platform is
uh,
there. Logistic and delivery that already we discussed. Amazon
yes.
Logistics are there. Amazon Alexa, Amazon Robotics, then Amazon Basics, that is electronics field, health and
Mm.
wellness. Amazon Pharmacy was there. Amazon
Mm.
Business Solutions. This
Mm.
portfolio is wide range. That's why they are
Mm.
inimitable. They're having sustainable competitive advantage. Then
Mm.
I'm coming to the end of this. Then I wanted to start with my major discussions today,
Mm.
and let me take it. Okay, this one we have already discussed, right?
Mm.
Boston Consulting
Yes.
Group. You can see
Yes.
the congruence model we discussed. Michael Porter, we discussed it.
Mm.
Had we discussed about the stakeholders mapping?
No.
No, nothing else. A simple meaning. The organization setup. An organization, HIBA started. Educational institution, HIBA started. And or IBA is an employee. IBA is an employee of an educational setup right now where you are. So being an employee, being a manager, who has to take care in the organization? You have to identify and categorize key stakeholders involved in the achieving organizational policy objectives. That is a stakeholders mapping. What do you mean by mapping? What do you mean by mind
Map.
mapping?
Yes. So
Map
each company has, let's say, either the mapping or the pyramids, or it's not the pyramids. That's like starting from the bottom, the until reach the highest point, or to the employee. So we start from the head leaders, and then the leaders, and we start until the teachers. We can say that.
Yes. So
Le- uh,
in
Financial,
financial institutions, everything comes under very
yeah.
important. So let me just talk about this. Stakeholders mapping is all about understanding who are the valuable stakeholders for our organization.
Mm.
And we also have to meet them. We understand they are the importance in the organization. Understanding is not only it's only mere things. We
One
also
minute. Stakeholders, you mean the people who invest in this company,
not only investors,
or the
even the financial institutions,
mm,
even employees, even the
employees,
customers, suppliers, the government, tax authorities, everyone can be a part of it. Even the
parents?
yeah, according to you, the parents from
Uh,
the education segment is very important. So we
yes.
need to understand who are the
Now I
stake,
understand. I understand now.
who are the stakeholders and to whom we have to give importance. Let me give you one example. If you are dealing with the parents, I don't know whether you are dealing with the parents of your students.
Mm,
If you're dealing with them, you can understand there are certain parents, they are very, you know, they have to be informed everything. They
mm,
will be coming to the classes. They'll be coming to the even the how the teachers take the sessions. They'll be dealing with the atmosphere every time, environment, and they'll be looking into the whether the fees are increasing or not, the transportation fees are increasing or not, then
mm,
whether faculties, the members are changing or not, are they getting the proper, I mean, care, taking care from the part of the non-teaching staff or not, everything they'll be looking into very carefully. These parents are very important. And for them, what is your policy? Hiba's policy will be, you'll be informing everything to them regularly. And you'll be taking care of them very, very well because they are very dangerous. They're
Mm.
also having very importance in the policy making, and they're also having connection with the stakeholders, and which means, management,
Mm.
investors, something like. So there are certain parents like me. I send my daughter into the school. I don't care about whether she's teaching inside or not. Let her, whatever she wants to do. I don't want to intervene in the teaching pedagogy. I don't want to discuss anything, any other discussion, infrastructure,
Mm.
environments, other things. I don't want to know. So to me, what is your approach? You simply, whenever I come to you, and you will be informing me the things.
Mm.
Yeah. Different kinds of parents to whom your approach is different because of the perspective to the organizations are different. That's why. So here, the stakeholders, there are stakeholders who are having the interest, high interest in the organization. There are certain stakeholders, they're having the higher power and influence.
Mm.
Are you getting the 2 points?
Yes, and each one has
There
different color.
sometimes
Yes.
the interest, I'm an investor in your organization. I invested in your company. My interest in your organization is very higher because I will come to your organization and I'll be checking everything. At the same time, my power and influence, because my share is very higher. I invested a lot in your organization. Major
Mm.
shares are with me. My influence on other stakeholders are also very higher. You are a manager. How you will be looking at me, I'll be telling you, have a look on this. Level of interest of my stakeholder as a stakeholder is very high. Then you will
Mm.
be informing me very well.
Keep informed. Yeah.
You will be keep informing everything. At the same
Mm.
time, my power and influence is also very higher. What you will do, my interest is very higher. My influence is also very high. You will closely manage me every time.
Mm.
Whenever I visit in your organization, you will be with me. You will be associating with me. You will be giving all the ideas and all. Just see, there are certain people who are interest is very low and the
Mm.
power and influence is also very low.
Mm.
You keep into account. Obviously, in my name, there is an account. You'll be giving my profits. Whenever
Mm.
you will be informing the thing, that's only. You don't want to keep proper updations about the things that happen in your organization. And
Yes.
another one, meet the needs, which means my interest is very low. Okay, I don't want to know anything, but my power and influence being a stakeholder is very higher. Then
Mm.
you will meet my needs, which means as I invested in your organization, my need is to get the best return, my profit, safety, security for my investment. So you will meet the needs. Are you getting?
Yes.
And finally, yeah, this is all about keep informed. Keep informed the sense my interest is very higher, but my power is very less. I don't have much power, but you will be informing everything to me because my interest is very higher.
Mm.
That's why. But this is the person managed closely. There are certain stakeholders. They have to be very closely managed. One of the thing is government.
Mm.
Government interest in the organizations are very higher. The power and influence is also very higher. We need to manage closely the changes, the policies, the programs, and very obviously the various policies they are incorporating every year. We need to closely monitor. We need to
Mm.
incorporate into our policies as well. This is the
Mm.
one stakeholders mapping, the same thing we
Mm.
have discussed here.
Mm.
And there is a one model, eager and soft matrix. Eager
Okay.
and matrix. This matrix I'm giving you for a small activity for the next week.
Mm.
You have to looking into what exactly it is. Eager and soft matrix is a very important matrix.
Okay.
How a company is entering to established market when they're having an established products with them. See,
Mm.
I'm having a providing goods in my hand. My product is established product. I'm also entering into a new market. What is it's an established market? Then what is my policy? What is my marketing tool? For example, I'm having a new product, but I'm going to an established market. What is my tool? What is my techniques to sell my product? I'm having a new market. I'm entering into a new market. Okay, my product is already in the prevailing market, is not a new product. I'm entering into a new market, but my product is old product. What is my tool and techniques to sell my product? And here comes, my product is new and my market is also new. I am entering into a new market to sell my product. The product is also very new. So what kind of tools and techniques I will be having? Obviously, there will be high risk, medium risk, lowest risk, and medium risk again. So this is a content. This diagram is showing different approaches, how we are approaching the market. What is our strategic tool and techniques? You just refer it. You'll be getting the best idea, no doubt. Any doubts, you can ask me later. Okay, only the one. That is only the activity I want to give you this week. And another one model is the Potter's generic strategy. What do you mean by Potter generic strategy? You heard this Potter before, right?
Yes.
I'm giving you 2 minutes to 3 minutes. Just search about what is Potter's generic strategy and explain to
Yes.
if you are able to explain out of
Sure.
your 3 minutes research, you can do.
Okay. So, 1 minute. Okay. So you hate me, huh? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a strategies sets that for businesses they can use to gain competitive advantages in their industry. So these strategies were proposed by Michael Porter in his book,
Very
which
good.
is competitive advantage, creating and sustaining superior performance. And these strategies are cost leadership and differentiation, focus, and what is the other one? Okay, so there are three. So in cost leadership, this strategy focuses on becoming the lowest cost producer in the industry. And do I need to explain all this?
Yes.
Okay, so by reducing cost through efficient operation, uh, economy economies of scale, technology, innovation, and tight cost control, a company can offer products or services at a lower price than its competitors.
Very good.
Cost leadership can help businesses attract a price conscious customer and achieve a competitive advantage.
Very good.
In differentiation, the differentiation strategy involves creating a unique product or service that is perceived as distinctive and valuable by customers by emphasizing quality, design, features, customer service, branding, or other factors that sets the products apart. A company can charge a premium price and build customer loyalty. Differentiation helps businesses stand out in a competitive market and maintain customer preference. Focus this strategy targeting involves targeting a specific segment or a niche within the market and tailoring a product or service to meet the needs of the particular group of customers. By focusing on the specific market segment, a company can develop a deep understanding of customer performance and build a strong relationship and achieve a competitive advantage by serving specialized markets more effectively than uh, border other competitors.
Very good.
Mm,
So, as a summation, as a nutshell of your content is a competitive edge and competitive advantage. How we
mm,
can how we can ensure in our organization, if you are following the Potter's generic strategy, there's two important aspects. That is the lower cost and differentiation. If you're lowering your cost, there's a very crucial decisions for every organization to fix the price. Pricing is very important. There are a number of pricing: premium pricing, captive pricing, bundling pricing, penetration pricing, skimming pricing. There are a number of pricing policies other companies are using as per the situations. And it should meet their all the expectation as per the pricing. Very important. So lowering
mm,
cost, how we can reduce the cost of the product. So the companies were having the economies of scale. Economies of scale means producing a lot.
mm.
What Chinese are doing, what China
Yes.
are producing a lot, selling the product into the world to market, and at the same time they're reducing the cost. They're becoming the cost leader in the market.
Mm.
I want to give you one example. Might be you seeing like 1 dirham, 1 pen,
Yes.
and 50 dirham, even you will be able to get 1 pen.
Mm.
You may imagine how this is possible to sell a product. So 1 dirham, 1 pen for the 1 dirham. How this is possible for a Chinese product? Any producer, how this is possible? If it is a 1 dirham, imagine who are the intermediary in between. They also have to have some commission on this, right? So what is the cost of it? 25 dirham, 25 fills.
That's
How a pen can be sold it for a very minimum amount? It's very difficult, but they can do because the production is very huge.
mm.
We are selling the product in the world market. The cost leadership is very important if you want to sustain, if you want to have a competitive edge. So second one,
They
differentiation.
focus on quantity.
Absolutely, absolutely. So differentiation is another one, is all about unique selling proposition.
Mm,
What you selling you're having. We have discussed just before, Amazon is having Amazon cloud computing, Amazon AWS, Amazon entertainment, Amazon retailing, e-commerce, advertising, publishing, many segments they are highlighted. They're
mm,
having the portfolio. So the differentiation is also very important in order to sustain in the present world market. That is
mm,
why he was telling the competition is there everywhere. If we want to be successful, I believe myself, Hiba, Being a professor, he is able to give a theoretical knowledge to his student. Students will be moderately satisfied.
Mm.
If a professor is not able to incorporate, the corporate insights or the practical insight with the theoretical content, then he
Mm.
failed. I mean, students will not be happy. Just imagine, Hiba, I'm taking a session, Potter generic strategy, talking about cost leader differentiation, no examples. I'm not talking about Amazon. I'm not talking about the Sally. I'm
Mm.
not talking about the UAE economy. I'm not talking about the UAE. I'm not giving any examples related to Hiba, education sector. Obviously, you will fed up. You stopped this educational leadership. You will be joining other institution for the same. I'm very sure about it because I was also having the similar experience of being a student. I consider myself, there are a number of professors who one among them is best professor because he used to incorporate differentiations in his teaching pedagogy. That's
Yes.
very important. So we are really inclined to sit in his classes. This is very
Mm.
important. Similarly, wherever you are specialization, Hiba, whatever your expertise, you need to bring some specialization to that. You need
Mm.
to more. That's why we discussed about the VRIA framework before, and
Yes.
what is the importance of VRIA framework. This is also related to Potter generic strategy. We
Mm.
have to have something very differentiation. I asked you something very important differentiation before when we discussed about the VRIO framework. You said, I'm good at in hard work. Once you
Mm.
have something in your mind, you will accomplish it. You will be working for that. It's our smart work. You need to identify what is other your potential area. You need to mold it. One day, since we people are working in the educational sector, there's also a kind of a goodness. We are earning, absolutely we are earning. We are leading
Mm.
our family at the same time. We are being a part of societal development as well. Yeah. We will be rewarded from the part of Almighty, no doubt.
Yes.
So we have to develop every time what expertise we are having. We need to identify. So these are the important things under the Potter's generic strategy. We'll be discussing the next week.
Mm.
Benchmarking, I believe we discussed benchmarking model. No,
Yes, we did, I think.
discuss, yeah.
Benchmark model. I think yes, we did, but it's
Okay,
not deeply
not deeply.
discussed
So
this. Yeah.
there are certain strategic options available for some firms. This
Mm.
one we discussed just before. You remember mergers and acquisition? Niche marketing, I have given some tasks for you.
Yeah. Yes.
Niche marketing.
Yes.
Can you talk about the niche marketing before we are winding up the session? So these are the things we'll be discussing the next week. Then we
Mm.
will be almost completing the strategic management with one
Mm.
more sessions. Then I can just give you some of the things related to assignments. So now
Okay.
you can just talk about niche marketing,
So a
please.
niche market is a distinct segment of wider market, defined by its unique needs or characteristics. Example about that, it's like eco-friendly shoes or orthopedic shoes, hiking boots. So these are the niche market. We
Very
can
good.
have the idea. Yeah.
So niche marketing is all about, there are different markets. I
Mm.
mean, I can say differentiated marketing strategy,
Mm.
undifferentiated marketing strategy,
Mm.
or targeted marketing. We can say target marketing. We can
Mm.
say niche marketing and micro marketing. Under the
Mm.
niche marketing, we are looking into a small segment. As you
Mm.
mentioned,
Price. We can
yeah, uh,
also.
uh, one of the best example can be like we are segmenting the market, segmenting the market. Okay, we are
Okay.
dividing
Categories.
cloth, cloth, cloth seller. Okay,
Mm.
I'm the cloth seller. So I'll be looking into which segment, demographic segment I can looking into. I'm looking into below 10, the age people. Okay,
Mm.
below 10 age people. So I
Mm.
am seeing my close to those targeted people. They comes under the 10 age.
Mm.
Or again, I'm looking into some people like below 5. That's
Mm.
also can be niche marketing. Again, I'm looking into the people less than 6 months, people in the sense very born child. Okay,
Mm.
so into those people, those child having age less than 6, then I can say is a micro marketing. I'm looking into very minute segment of the market.
mm, mm,
Niche marketing, something about to that. That's
mm,
all about. So now I want to conclude the session highlighting the today's point. We have discussed about the VRIO framework, Porter generic strategy. We have also discussed about the stakeholders mapping. Do you remember?
mm,
Then we have discussed the beginning that your contribution to, like niche marketing, as well as one more,
mm,
you have explained about one of the quote of Abraham Lincoln. Then
mm.
you discuss about Michael Porter. No, not Michael Porter.
I don't know who said that. I think
You
Thomas
explained something in
Edison.
the beginning, right?
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
if you are in the wrong, if you are the smartest one in the room, then you
Oh,
are in the wrong room.
yeah, yes, yes. So eager matrix, as that matrix you have to present the next week.
Mm,
Okay. Ignorance of matrix, that's the presentation topic for the next weeks. And as an activity, just relate with the market examples. Just bring some of the examples as well. Okay. The present examples. As you mentioned today, at the other ways, you said about alpha groups and all. Yeah. Similarly, just bring some
mm,
of the examples to this activity. Then it will be
mm.
really awesome presentation.
Okay,
So thank you
exactly.
so much. Looking
Thank
forward.
you. Thank you so much. Thank
Have
you.
have a nice day.
Same to you. Thanks. Bye bye.